All right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Lawrence Carmont. I'm the Vice President for Leadership Development, and I guess I'll be leading this rodeo today. I just wanted to thank everyone to this week's edition of Road to Success. And today we're going to be doing an overview of Leadership Convention, as well as discuss budgeting so that you can plan and prepare for registration for Leadership Convention in January. At this moment, I'd like to turn it over to Carolyn Nelson Goddard, our Florida PTA president, for introductions.
Thank you, Lawrence. Welcome, everybody. As Lawrence said, I'm Carolyn Nelson Goddard, your Florida PTA president, and I'm very happy to be here. I think today will be an exceptionally informative road to success for all of you, and fruitful, because we have a couple of prizes at the end. But the information that you receive will be very helpful in planning for you, your local units, your county councils, to make arrangements to attend our 2024 Leadership Convention. I'd like to take just a moment and introduce the members of the Executive Committee who are with us, as well as the Board of Directors and our staff. I will go in the order that I see you on my screen and make apologies ahead of time because I think that the person who cuts our yard really wants to join every Road to Success because he seems to only come on Wednesdays. So you'll hear the lawnmower in the background. All right, going across my screen, the first EC member I see is Charmaine Poster.
Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. Glad to be here with you all. Thank you.
Thank you. You've already met Lawrence. I'm going to keep going. Karen Mazzola, Vice President for Educational Development.
Good morning, everyone. Can't wait for you to hear about all the details and register.
Thank you. Maxine Lewis, President-elect.
Is away from her computer, Madam President.
Okay. Jude Bruno, Treasurer.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome.
There's that lawnmower. Melanie Williams, our Secretary.
Good afternoon. Sorry, I'm off camera. You don't want to see me in this cold.
Okay, that sounds a little scary, but okay. All right, I'll introduce the members of our Board of Directors. Kay Hawkins, Region Representative.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so excited about Leadership Convention.
Glad to hear that. Felita Tutt, our Education Committee Chair.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you. Nancy Lothar, Chair of Legislation.
Hello, I'm colder than anybody else.
Was it 19 degrees you said this morning, Nancy?
It's still 19 degrees.
No, just too cold. Melanie Gamble, Chair of Media and Marketing.
Hello, everybody. Looking forward to this today.
Thank you. Polly DeLucia, Resource Development.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you.
Okay, keep going. We have a couple of subcommittee chairs. Crystal West, Scholarship.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you. And Nicholas Nelson Goddard, DEIJ.
Hello, everyone.
All righty. We also are blessed to have some of our staff with us, and I see Jean has had to step away. I see Susan.
Hi, everybody. I'm eating my lunch and not very daintily or attractively, so I will go off camera until I'm done.
Thank you, Susan. Jean Hovey, our interim office manager.
Morning, afternoon.
Thank you. Kimberly Adamski, compliance.
Good afternoon, everyone.
And Heather Tisco, membership. And Heather's waving at us. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Lean in, ask a lot of questions, and let's get ready for Leadership Convention. Thank you, Lawrence.
Thank you, Carolyn. And I just wanted to introduce one of our Leadership Convention Committee members, Polly DeLucia. She serves as our Resource Development Chair. Thank you for being on today, Polly. All right, let's get started. So with everything, we always want to begin and end, with our mission. And Florida PTA's mission is to make every child's potential a reality by engaging and empowering families and communities to advocate for all children. It is what drives everything, and I mean everything that we do for Florida PTA, as well as every PTA in the nation. Now, the reason you're here is to find out more about Leadership Convention. And you're asking, what is it? Well, it is Florida's PTA's investment in you, our membership, our local unit leaders, and just those who are child advocates. And as we go through these slides, some will go through pretty quick, and some will take a little bit of time for us to dive into and digest. But in a nutshell, it is training that is needed by our leaders to be effective. One of the things that we are tasked with every year is cultivating leaders. We want to develop a leadership pipeline, not just for our local units, but also our county councils, as well as our state PTA, and if you so aspire, national PTA. When you go to Leadership Convention, you'll see that there will be a lot of workshops, a number of resources available to you, opportunity for you to meet new board members and build relationships. There will be people from around the state, some places that you may have never heard of before, but it's a great way to see the impact and the scope and the breadth of what PTA is. Obviously, you're going to be doing a lot of networking and collaboration, meeting with other PTA leaders, as well as your state leaders and your council leaders. And the main reason for Leadership Convention is that is when we conduct business. And when we say business, we're talking about passing bylaws that drive what we do for the association, passing resolutions, what gives us our voice to advocate. And for you as members, that is how you dictate and drive the work that Florida PTA does for the upcoming term. There will be a number of different things that we speak about here today so that you can see the breadth and the volume of things that occur at Leadership Convention. So I will say this, it is a busy packed 3 to 4 days, and you're probably going to leave tired, more so than when you came. Now, who attends Leadership Convention? Leadership Convention is pretty much open to everybody. We usually see our local units send 2 to 4 members. I think that's optimal because everybody needs the training. And the more people you have, the more that you can divide and conquer the many activities that occur, as well as attend a number of different workshops that are there and bring that information back to your local units. And so we always recommend that your PTA president, your treasurer, your membership chair, obviously we are all about the students, so a student member to attend. And so it's up to you what you decide as a local unit and what your board decides as to who, will be attending. But it is open to everyone. Now, registration will open in January of 2024. So be on the lookout for an email from Susan. It probably is going to be titled Florida PTA Leadership Convention Registration. But everything that you will need, for registration will be in that registration packet, so to speak, or registration email. I've included the link here if you wanted to go to it. I would say check that link often because it will be updated with information for Florida PTA's Leadership Convention, as well as different activities and announcements that will be ongoing as we go. In addition, I would say contact your local unit president. Hold on, I saw something in the chat that I might not be sharing.
It was me. I don't see a PowerPoint, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't just me. Now I can see it.
You see
Thank
it?
you.
Okay, that is on me trying to do different things on my end. All right, so this is the slide that was about Leadership Convention. This is a slide about who attends Leadership Convention, and thanks, Karen. And then this is a slide about the registration. In addition to checking the site, I would also say contact your local unit president, your region representative, your county council, or a member of the state office for guidance or assistance with any questions that you may have with the registration process. Now, Polly, do you want to speak to the exhibitors and sponsors and resource fair?
Sure, Lauren. Thank you. One of everyone's favorite part of the leadership convention is visiting our exhibit hall. We have a huge array of different vendors who will be available to share with you programs that you can offer at your PTA. They will be able to share fundraising ideas. They will fill your complimentary bags with lots of goodies. And some of our partners have gone beyond the level of being just a vendor and have become sponsors. And they further support what goes on at Leadership Convention and receive recognition. And we'll share their information with you so that you can learn more about companies that we think are going to benefit you and your PTA. And of course, at this time, we are actively searching for exhibitors and sponsors to work with Florida PTA this upcoming summer. So definitely reach out to us if you have a vendor that you have worked with for fundraising or who has done a program for your PTA that has been just awesome, or if you know a community or business resource that might be able to engage and support us at Florida PTA Convention. Because if you have found someone that you really love to work with your PTA, we're sure that other PTAs would love to meet them too. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Polly. All right, one of the bigger aspects of Leadership Convention is our workshops. And there is something for everyone, from new board members to seasoned, officers with expanding possibilities. And in addition, there's always a question about will, handouts and, PowerPoints and things like that be available? Yes, most of the presenters will make resources available, and most will also offer their contact information. Now, we have a special room that's set up every year, and it's our Florida PTA Showcase. And in this room, there is a number of different things that happen. One is you can see our National PTA reflection submissions, from our students here from Florida PTA. You can also learn about National PTA programs, grants, and initiatives available to your local unit. In addition to that, we have an advocacy wall where you can see Florida PTA's full and rich history of advocacy dating all the way back to like the 1920s. You can also support the Florida PTA Student Scholarship Program, by purchasing, baskets. You can also purchase ribbons, and there seems to be a contest that happens every year to see who has the longest ribbon. And I'm sure that the picture we're seeing right now was not the longest, because some people throw it over their shoulders, as they walk the halls at Leadership Convention. And you also learn more about the statewide PTAs that are in Florida and the resources of the state office. Now, Crystal or Jude, I wasn't sure if one of you wanted to speak to the scholarship baskets.
Crystal, you want to tee it off? You're muted.
Crystal, you're on mute, sweetie.
Sorry about that. Okay, we will have our annual county competition basket raffle where we will compete and give whatever county donate the most baskets will get the complimentary table at our talent show. So we encourage all of our counties to donate baskets to our basket raffle to raise money for scholarships.
All right, thank you, Crystal. And then our general meetings, which is where the business of PTA is conducted. And it's not just, us talking. As you can see, there's folks that are coming up to the microphones to either speak for or against, resolutions and things that are coming forward. We also have guest speakers that come in and do presentations. This year we had entertainment. I'm not sure what Carolyn has in her bag for us this year for entertainment, but I'm sure it's going to be something that is pretty special. And also when we do the general meetings, that's also a great opportunity for you to network with the other PTAs, especially if you're in a large county that you may not, necessarily have the opportunity to meet throughout the school year. We also have special events, that are there. We've got everyone from these different committees on the call today that will speak to you in more detail about their events. But you have the awards and recognition celebration. You also have the diversity, equity, inclusion, and justice event. And you also have Florida PTA scholarship event. Denise, if you're on the call, or Wendy or Charmaine, can you speak to the awards and recognition celebration?
Sure. I don't see Denise on the call to pass the baton to Denise. So I will say that the awards and recognition celebration is that Friday, July 19th. Our theme is honoring leadership, advocacy, and growth. We will be from 12 to 1:30. We have quite surprised if our keynote speaker comes through, but we got to keep it under wraps until we get approval and we get some solid yes. A solid yes. You'll be quite surprised if this comes through. And we're going to keep it a secret and make and bring no surprises. But we are asking that you apply right now. Apply for the scholarships, because we can't have this celebration if you're not applying for the awards. So please apply for the awards. Apply for the awards, buy your ticket, meet us there, and let's celebrate and honor the work that you all are doing.
All right.
Was that short and sweet, Laura?
Yes, it was. Thank you. I'm sure there'll be questions. Nicholas, can you speak to your event?
Yes, hello everyone. So please join us on Saturday, July 20th of next year between 12 and 1:30. I think that actually has to be updated, but we would like you to join us. It's our annual Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Justice event, and it will include a lunch as well as a guest speaker. The theme this year is growing together. So we'll talk about how we can grow together as a community with our different strengths. So that should be fun. As well, we'll have a series of awards for county councils as well as local units across the state in terms of their diversity contributions, in a way to inspire us, as well as give us some tips of what we can do to improve our own diversity efforts.
All right, thank you, Nicholas. And Crystal, can you tell us more about PTA's Got Talent?
Yes, I would like to first say that our scholarship application is now open through February 29th, and we raised over $11,000 last year, the best in 4 years, and we hope to have another record-breaking year. The best way to support our scholarship is first and foremost with the most exciting PTA's Got Talent show that we have this year. It's going to be the Caribbean Carnival. We invite everyone to buy tickets and attend. It's going to be an exciting event. We're going to have our county councils do a table decorating contest, and they will all represent a Caribbean island. And we're looking forward to seeing what their creativity brings. We will also have scholarship ribbons on sale and tickets for the basket raffle on sale to help raise money for scholarships as well. And I want to thank the EdFed for sponsoring 3 additional scholarships this year.
All right, thank you, Crystal. And some of you may be wondering why there are no photos of our last year's PTA's Got Talent. It's like Vegas. What happens at PTA's Got Talent stays at PTA's Got Talent, but it is an extremely fun event. I'm not sure if Bert is on the call, but we also do region and county caucuses, and that is the opportunity for you to meet your county council leadership, the other PTAs that are in your county, as well as to have the opportunity to see awards for membership and different things that the county councils, or should I say, the local units have earned. And so it's a great morning, for you to connect and get to know each other and share ideas. We also have some really wonderful volunteer opportunities with Florida PTA. I'm going to say stay tuned for more information about the volunteer opportunities in your Florida PTA newsletter, as well as social media. Those announcements will be going out very soon. The process is very simple. You pretty much just complete a volunteer interest form, which will be contained in the information that you get. We will provide volunteers a complimentary registration for Leadership Convention. In addition, if you have any questions, please contact Lamia. She's our Florida PTA volunteer coordinator to basically inquire about the roles that are encompassing in the volunteer area, as well as to answer any questions that you may have. And her email is lcvolunteer@floridapta.org. And at the end of the day, many hands make light work, and Leadership Convention would not happen without the help and support, of our volunteers. So we're looking forward to a number of people signing up, to make this a fun and engaging event, and even better than last year. Now, this year, we'll be using a new convention app. There's probably some of you on the call who've attended a number of different leadership conventions, and we've utilized an app called Socio, but we've decided to transition to Visible this year for a number of reasons. But the main reason is to make our registration process very seamless for you, and also to make the entire convention experience a wonderful one. And so with the Visible app, you'll be able to personalize your event experience with an interactive agenda. So basically you can go in and schedule, what you're going to do, while you're at convention. You'll have the ability to do session chats, basically to talk with others, during your workshops. Live polls, voting will also be conducted, through the Visible app. If you're not aware, this is an election year, and we'll be doing elections for the new elected officers, your EC, for the next term. Also, there'll be a number of convention games for prizes that will be contained within the app. You can also create an attendee profile. This is a great opportunity to network and build connections, because you can do, contacts within the app itself and send messages. This app also lets you do video conferences with each other if you make that connection. You can also explore your speakers, sponsors and exhibitors, and get additional information on them, as well as handouts, websites, social media links, and also gives you the opportunity to connect with an exhibitor if you were unable to meet with them in person at convention. During convention, there are a number of announcements that go out, so there'll be push notifications and real-time announcements. So on Crystal's end, when a scholarship basket is won, we'll send those announcements, that information out via the Visible app, so that everyone is aware, and hopefully those people show up right away, to collect their prize. And at the end of the day, everything that you need to know about convention will be right on your mobile device and your tablet at all times. In addition, you have access to the app 90 days after convention, so that way you'll be able to download any resource or any information or connect with any speaker, sponsor, or exhibitor, after convention. Now, one of the main reasons you're here is registration. So this year, the registration rates for adults, if you do early bird, will be $130, and early birds before June 1st, 2024. You also have regular registration, which will be $170. If you are not a PTA member, registration will be $250. And we've implemented a new registration this year, and it's a day pass. So we know that sometimes you can't make all 3 days, but you at least want to come to receive some of the information or participate in some of the activities that maybe at least one of those days. And so a day pass, which you can use either on a Friday, Saturday, or a Sunday, and again, it's just a day pass, offers you that opportunity. And it's one per person per day. Susan, I'm not sure if you're on the call. This looks like you are. Would you like to speak to the delegate portion of the registration process?
Yes, as some of you may or may not know, when you register, you're going to mark yourself as a voting or non-voting delegate. And 9 times out of 10, it's wrong. So we go through and we rectify that. But what I need to let everyone know, and you can share this with people, every local unit is allowed one delegate, one voting delegate, and then another for each 100 members after that. So that's fine. So I either usually get people put all their attendees as delegates or none. And so we have to go through and change them, and it can be quite a task. So just want to make sure everyone understands the delegates. We do send that out with the registration information, but sometimes people don't read it or understand it. So that's just a kind of clarification on delegate status.
Thank you, Susan. Now, as you know, we are a child advocacy organization, and there are a number of youth and students that attend our event. And so this year we've got some different categories for our students to help facilitate their attendance and also make it budget friendly for you as a parent who would like your student to attend. And so when we look at the early bird student advocates, that's again before June 1st, 2024, the registration fee is $25. Student advocate, and there's two categories within that, 11 to 17 years old, and then 18 to 21 years old. The registration fee is $45. Our youth advocate registration for those that are 5 to 10 years old is only $10. And for any child, who is a budding advocate up to 5 years old, they attend Florida PTA at no charge. Now, budgeting. We always ask that you do a number of different things, and one is to ensure that you have an expense line item in your PTA budget for Leadership Convention. If you have any questions on how to do that or what to do, please reach out to your council leadership or our Florida PTA treasurer, who can provide you guidance in that area. Some expenses also fall in this year's budget, and some will come after July 1st, which will need to be in your interim/summer budget. You need to review your budget mid-year and make changes as needed, because at times you may decide that you can only, send so many people, and then there's a blessing that comes and you're able to send more people. Also review your policies and your procedures or your standing rules with the board to decide who will attend Leadership Convention. And as we mentioned earlier, most PTAs plan for 2 to 4 members to attend. And how much to budget? As you saw, the registration, cost per member, if you take advantage of the early bird, is $130. If not, it's $170. And on average, you're looking at $25 per student. We are staying at the Omni Resort in Champions Gate, and that is like $173 per night, but we usually like to work with round numbers, so we put $200 per night for lodging. You do get 2 queens, and so that usually, 2 to 4 members, are able to sleep and use the room. For the other budgets, parts of your budget, when you're looking at your interim budget, for those of you that are traveling a distance, please factor in 44.5 cents per mile for travel to and from, the convention. And then usually about $36 per day for food for each member that is attending. And while you're there, please plan to provide a credit card at check-in and to pay for charges when checking out. One of the things that we want y'all to remember so that you do not have any issues, yes, most of us are tax exempt organizations and we do not pay sales tax. However, you must bring your PTA tax exempt certification to the hotel during check-in so that they have it on record. And then the other piece to that is to make sure that your source of payment, the name that's on the certificate has to be the name that's on your credit card or the checking account. Otherwise, Omni will not accept it and they will charge taxes. And we'll go over that again in some communications that will go out as we get closer to convention, as well as the orientation that we do prior to convention. Now, when we're looking at budget, sometimes we know that some of our PTAs are falling on a budget. And so they have to be very cost effective in what they do. What we would like to do for you is to provide you with a number of different ideas. So for example, you can find a sponsor for your Leadership Convention registration or other expenses. And there's a number of organizations that will provide sponsorship, in that area. And sometimes it could just be as simple as you seeking a grant, whether it's be from your county council, or it could be from another nonprofit within your area or a for-profit, that likes to do social good. Some local PTA units may assist other PTA units with cost. And this is where you can probably contact your county council or your region representative to see if that opportunity is available. We highly encourage that you share lodging with another local unit. So if you're 2 small local units that are coming, maybe you can share the room, to again, reduce expenses. But again, seek guidance and suggestions from your county council on what are some of the best approaches to help manage the budget. If you're coming from the same part of the state, I would say consider carpooling because that will save on transportation costs. And if you live locally, that offers the opportunity for you to consider driving together daily to save on lodging expenses. And as with everything else, you may want to consider using your personal funding to help supplement expenses. But there are a number of options for you as members to be able to budget and attend the leadership convention. The Omni Resort. So reservations for lodging are separate from registration for the convention event. And so information for reservations through Omni will be provided, through a Florida PTA link and will be available in January. And it will be part of the information that you will receive for a leadership convention. As we mentioned earlier, for tax exemptions, the credit card and tax exemption form must be under the same business name and provided at check-in to have taxes removed. Use of a personal credit card, will require taxes to be paid. And the cost for the room is basically $173 a night, which includes a discounted resort fee of $9. The resort fee is normally $20 per night. In addition, there is no charge for parking. That is covered being part of the Florida PTA Leadership Convention. Now, the hotel will charge $100 incidental hold per reservation. It is required for Omni, and it must be paid by credit card. And as with most holds, it's usually about up to 3 business days for them to release the hold and put the money back on your card. And there are many amenities on site, way too many for discussion here. But if you go to the Omni Champion Gates website, you'll be able to see all of the different things that they offer, right down to having a spa day. And there's also other family fun in the Orlando area. And so if your family comes along, they'll be able to do a variety of different things. And the Omni does provide transportation to some of the parks like Disney that are in the area. Now, we've got a couple announcements that we like to make. And I believe Karen will be speaking about the Florida PTA LegCon. So Karen, floor is yours.
Thank you. That's only if Nancy's not still on, but
I'm here.
Great, go for it.
Okay. So we are really excited to let you know all about LegCon. If you would be a first timer, it's an unforgettable experience. This is held in Tallahassee between January 28th and 30th. It starts at doors open at 6 p.m. on Sunday, the 28th. And then the 30th is reserved for, in essence, visiting with your legislators. But in between, we have a lot of very intense training. We have a number of really interesting speakers. And we welcome you to register now. Registration is open. It is $75 for adults and only $25 for students. It is in Tallahassee, as I mentioned, and we are looking forward to having everybody with us to meet folks, fellow advocates from across the state, to speak with legislators, and because this is going to take place during the legislative session, you will get a chance to testify in committee. So we look forward to seeing everybody. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you. Alvin, if you or Esther are on the call, would you like to speak to this new and exciting opportunity?
Good afternoon, Mr. Vice President. Hope all is well with everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to be able to share with everyone a new opportunity for growth and development. We are extremely proud, the Leadership Development Committee of Florida PTA, to announce the inaugural class of our leadership development cohort. which will be a 6-month undertaking of online mentored peer guided interactions designed to enrich our leaders from the local level in hopes of being able to better prepare them to be better PTA leaders as well as better community leaders. We are excited to launch today. So for those that are on today's RTS, we want you to make certain that you not only apply, but that you share this opportunity with someone else that you have identified as an emerging leader. The QR code is on the screen, so you can snap it and it will take you directly to the application, which will close on December 15th. And all of those that have been selected to participate in the cohort will be advised the week of December 18th of the selection. So we are extremely proud, happy, a little anxious, but we really are happy to see something that we've been working on over the course of the term come to fruition, really bringing the idea of our president to life. So we are extremely happy, and thank you for the opportunity to share this, Lawrence.
All right, you're more than welcome. So we are now going to hand out some prizes, and I'm hoping that we're ready. And
give me 30 seconds.
All right, and I'm going to stop sharing so that you can share your screen.
And in the interim, you can feel free to take a question or two if you may have them.
All right, I'll go ahead and do that. All right, so there's been some questions that are posted in the chat, and one is about, day pass holders, being delegates. And we're going to circle back to you on that particular question. Right now, I believe that they cannot be. However, we will double check just to make sure, and that will be included in the registration information. And Jude posted a very good comment about budgeting. He mentioned that your school district can give access to Title I funds to attend. And so to have the conversation now, June, if you don't mind coming on to give us a little bit more insight into that and the process.
Certainly, Lawrence. So many schools and many of our school districts have Title I funds that they do have to spend on family and community engagement. Many times, some school districts will use the funds to send parents to various parent conferences. And guess what? Florida PTA's Leadership Convention is a conference that does talk about family and community engagement and ways we can get parents in school. So it is a worthy expense. But now is the time for you to have those conversations with your school districts and particularly your schools to see how it is that you guys can be appropriated some funding to achieve those success. And additionally, various school advisory councils, where some may not have received the funds, but some of them still do, through creative innovation at their school district, your school advisory councils can also appropriate some fundings to send parents to our leadership convention. So it's just a matter of having those conversations, identifying the process, and submitting those requests for considerations, because the funds have to be spent and they're all part of Title I.
Thank you, Gene. And there was a question from April Cobb. Is this opportunity for current local unit leaders? I see that Carolyn responded. I was going to ask April to come on to clarify the question, but Carolyn did say that this opportunity is for local unit leaders who have little to no council or state leadership experience. And this is a reference to the leadership cohort that has started today. And need to give Alvin sharing rights if y'all can hold on. All right, Alvin, you've got it.
All righty, you let me know when you're ready.
We are ready. I didn't know if Carolyn wanted to make any announcements prior.
Well, we have 4 prizes to give out today. One of them is a one-day cabana at the Omni. And we also have several of their miniature golf passes. And you will note that the members of the board of directors and our staff are not listed among those who are eligible to win today. Let's do it. Let's do the miniature golf first. Yay, Crystal. I guess I should write these down, right? Oh. Ready for the next one. And Beth, congratulations. One more golf. And we have Chablis. Yay. And last but not least, let's give away that cabana. Stephanie, congratulations. So we'll be reaching out to all of you with information about your prizes and how you can collect them. The golf will need to be used during leadership convention, or immediately before, immediately after, or during. But we're very happy that you joined us today and that you had an opportunity to be a prize winner with Florida PTA.
All right, so I want to say congratulations to everybody that won. I don't know if we want to start the session of Let's Make a Deal to see who wants to trade prizes, if that was part of what we were doing today. But the floor is now open for any questions that anyone may have. And feel free to just come off. So Gamal?
Hello, Lawrence. Question: has the call for workshops gone out yet for Leadership Convention?
Alvin, would you like to respond to that?
Certainly, Mr. Vice President. Thank you for the question, Gamal. We are extremely happy that the call for workshops will be launched with the December newsletter. So stay on the lookout. As well, the call for volunteers will also be launched at the same time.
Thank you.
All right. So
And by the way,
laughing. Go ahead, Carolyn.
Stephanie, are you going to say the same thing? Stephanie
Yeah.
said, no dice.
So no deal at all. All right. Are there any other questions? Was that it, Gamal, or did you have another one?
That was it. I'm Laura Mahan.
All right. Are there any other questions, comments?
Thank you for the meeting.
You're more than welcome, Stephanie. All right, everybody, seeing that there are no questions, I will assume that we've probably done a good job in addressing a lot of the issues that you have. One of the things that I want to state that even though you may have some folks on your board that may not have been able to attend, this is a recorded session and will be available on the Florida PTA website in the next couple of days. So just be on the lookout for that. You're more than welcome to download it and share it with your group so that they can be privy to the same information that you received. And with that, I hope to see each of you at a leadership convention. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to one of us. Y'all have a great day.